Okay, account manager team, this is a quick tutorial on using the search and replace tool in V3 to clean up the URLs. This is a site, Mill Creek Vision, that just went live, just launched, and I want to quickly clean up all the broken links and get them off the site as quickly as possible. So I run a scan in Screaming Frog, and I sort, of course, by my 404 errors. Now this tool, this feature is going to be most useful where you have repeat offenders. So like this guy is a one-time offender. It only shows up once, the broken link. This is better to go into this page and do this fix manually. However, if you look at this link, this was the home page on the V1 site, and you can see on multiple pages throughout the V3 site, this is now coming up as a broken link because it's not actually the home page anymore on V3. So essentially what we're going to do is, let's open this into a browser just so that we can get this URL, and you see of course that it's showing up as a 404 error over here. And we're going to go into the dashboard of the website, go to the Tools section, Better Search and Replace. And essentially what we want to do is remove every instance of that slug, of that URL, so that we won't be finding 404 errors. It would be nice if the tool would load. Okay, here we go. So we're going to tell Better Search and Replace to search for the slug that is giving us problems. We are going to replace the slug now with just a slash. Just a slash will of course send us directly to the home page. And over here are all the tables in a WordPress installation. The only one that really is important to us is the posts. And the way that WordPress is set up, all pages, posts, they all go into one table called WP Posts. This, of course, is the number of the V3 ID. So this is the only one that you need to have highlighted. The rest of it doesn't really matter. Doesn't need to be case sensitive. And you want to leave this unchecked, okay? Because this skips an address column that really is not important for us. We should leave that unchecked. We should uncheck this because we want this actually to do the job, not run as a dry run. Okay, so now we have what we want to search for, what we want to replace it with, the table that we are going to be searching through, and we're going to run the replace. And it's going to take a minute or two, wait till it stops loading and the page refreshes. Okay, and if you see over here, it says that one table was searched. Of course, that was the WP posts, and it found 32 times where this URL was, and we switched it out. And if we look at Screaming Frog, we'll see, Screaming Frog seems to have less occurrences of it, but anyway, so now it switched it out. Another thing that I think it's important to mention, another thing that I do when I'm doing the search and replace is when we installed our sites, before it went live and we were working on them, you'll find a lot, of course, that the URL was something like this, okay? And now, since the site is launched, we don't need this whole section anymore about the millcreekvision.ecpbuilder.com. What you could do, of course, is just put in the actual URL, but you don't even need to do that really. Again, you can just use the space, the slash, to replace all instances where this temporary URL was used in the V3 installation. Again, we choose only WP posts, and we uncheck the dry run, and we run a search and replace. and we wait. And you see over here, 64 times this was changed for just the slash. So again, this temporary URL for the practice at ecpbuilder.com is again not necessary, and again we search in and replace for it. And you can do this for all the URLs that are coming up as 404 errors, but it's going to be most useful for situations where you have repeat offenders. If you're just looking at one-offs, it's better to just go to the page and go into the content and either remove or repair the link. If you have any questions about this and you're not exactly sure, please chat me on Skype and I'll be happy to help. Thanks.